So good evening. So there has been another gauntlet thrown, another challenge set. And it is again by our new friend, Northeast Ohio Diecast Treasures. And it is a supercar challenge. And I constantly say, I don't do supercars. So I have no Koenigsegg. I have no Bugattis. But I do have some supercars. Most notably, thankfully, to my friend Sal of Sal's Diecast Odyssey, I have that Welly supercar 4-piece set. But some of those are borderline not really supercars. And again, supercars is a fluid definition. But this Aston Martin V12 Vantage has supercar performance, but is more of a grand touring. I mean, and this Welly is a beautiful casting, beautiful painted details, nice rims. They're sort of generic, but nice tampo work. So is that a supercar? Well, it says supercar on the package. The beautiful Bentley Continental Super Sports, which I have two of. This beautiful gold one that came with this set, and a gray one that I had gotten earlier, also from Sal. And again, with its W12 engine, it's got the performance. I mean, these are near 200 mile per hour cars. They're absolutely beautiful. But there is a quote-unquote legit supercar in here, the Lamborghini Aventador Coupe. So this is the only one of two Lamborghinis I have. The other one being the Urus SUV. And no, I'm not going to have the chutzpah to bring out an SUV. But this is definitely a supercar. So the fourth one from that package is the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. And this is a beaut. Okay, this is the Welly. Now this one has different wheels from the others in the set. This one has a chrome set. The other three have this aluminum silver, the same wheels. But this has some chromed 5-star wheels, the same wheels but with a chrome finish. And this is a gull-wing Mercedes. So this is, and I love Mercedes, so this is beautiful. So we're going to leave that one there for a minute. And of course, I have another Mercedes supercar. I have the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren from Motormax, from the Exotic Rides. And I had shown this off not too long ago. So, two Mercedes supercars. And arguably one of the very first supercars for its time, the 1957 Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing, this being the premium Hot Wheels from the Transporter. It's the IWC timepieces. And for 1957, these were supercars. A supercar is something that has outstanding performance and changes the paradigm, and nothing could be truer of the 300 SL. So I'm going to put that in there as a supercar. Why not? And also, a supercar, although it was built for racing, it was sold for street use. The Ford GT40. This one has a number plate. It has windshield wipers and headlights. Has turn indicators. This is a Matchbox. Ford GT40. And this is a recent casting, or a recent edition of an existing casting with very nice tampo work. So Ford makes some supercars. Yes, you knew I was going to try and get a couple of Fords in here, didn't you? And no, I thought about as a joke pulling out the Pinto and putting it in here with the supercars. But the Pinto's not a supercar. It is a supercar, but not a supercar. But in 2005, Ford brought out the GT40 with the supercharged 5.4 liter V8. And for the time, it was the preeminent American supercar. Now this is a Johnny Lightning 2005 Playing Mantis. I've had this quite a while. I've had it since 2005. And these things are still wicked awesome fast. Are they Bugatti Veyron fast? No. But at the original cost of about $125,000, they were very reasonable in 2005. A used one today can go for almost $400,000. How many cars appreciate like that? And if I wanted to stick with Ford and game-changing speed and performance, why not go with this 1965 Shelby Cobra 427 SC? This being the jewel of my collection, the Shelby Collectibles, with the 427 cubic inch or 7 liter V8, making monster power in a car that weighed almost nothing. These were brutally fast track stars, but they were also sold for street use. So I'm not sneaking a race car in here. So that's 3 Fords and 3 Mercedes. 2 of my favorite brands, supercars. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Oh, we'll bring out one more Ford, although this one is skirting it. Is the Ford Shelby Daytona, a Cobra Daytona Coupe. Now these were race cars. They were barely street legal. And with the same 427 cubic inch V8, same power, but with the aerodynamics of this camback roof and the lightweight aluminum bodywork, another brute on the track, although rarely seen on the street. And while these are all beautiful cars, there are 2 that really should not be left off this list. The C7 Corvette, this ZL1 Corvette, this one from Hot Wheels, 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 Convertible, with its supercharged 700 horsepower V8, and for the price, these can keep up with Ferraris all day long. And of course, the top dog American supercar, the new C8 Corvette. Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, looks like a Ferrari, American heartbeat. Yes, it's not a Ford. This mini GT model is beautiful. Now, near a supercar, or actually another American that could be considered a supercar, this is the Dodge Srt Viper, and this is that beautiful ID from Hot Wheels. Now, this one with the wing is actually for GT3 racing, so it's, I don't know if it qualifies. But here's another one, another German car that for its time, now this one I had to look up, and it is debatable about whether it's a supercar. It is the Porsche 930 version of the 911, and this is that beautiful Schuko that I got. So it's a Porsche 911 Turbo, parentheses 930. And for their time, they were amazing performers. They could keep up with the Ferrari 308 GTS and others of its ilk at the time. I'm not a huge Porsche fan. That is one of my favorites. So I was actually surprised. Some of them skirting. I mean, I was going to put out the Norev Renault 3.0, but this is not a street car. This was a Renault Cup race car, and then in GT3. So Renault Sport 3.0. So that and the Viper, and I guess the 930 are skirting the line. But there you go. Northeast Ohio Diecast Treasures Supercar Challenge. And no Koenigsegg Jesko, no Bugattis, no McLarens. I don't own them. And out of all of these cars, I think if I could find a nice used Ford GT at a reasonable price, I'd buy it. But more than likely, the one that I would actually have in my driveway, the C8 Corvette. How's that for a surprise? The Ford guy picks the C8 Corvette. These are stunning. These are phenomenal performers, and the base Corvette is about $65,000. It's American, it's a supercar, and it's attainable. So like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Do you think I've skirted the issue? Do you think some of these don't qualify? Technically, I've got 12 supercars here. Even if we pulled out 2 of them, I've got 10. I'd say at least 5, 6 of them are definite hardcore supercars. Prove me wrong. So I look forward to seeing your video responses. Head on over to Northeast Ohio Diecast Treasures. Check out his supercars. I'll check out yours. Everybody be safe. Have a great week. March begins on Monday. Spring is a few weeks later. We are almost out of winter. It was 52 degrees here today, and a little bit of the snow melted. I'm on a high. Thank you. Good night.